What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV Daily Rewind. It's where we go back a week and talk about all of the tech news stories from the past 7 days and put it all into one single video. In this video, the Galaxy S21 series of phones was released or announced for pre-order, the Galaxy Buds Pro, the Galaxy SmarTags, and that pretty much dominated the week of tech news for the most part. We talked about the things that are missing from those phones. We go into detail about the headphones and the SmarTags and all that. So check it out. Let me know what your favorite story is of the week, and we'll see you in the next one. Let's get into the tech news. First story of the day is Apple and Hyundai are going to be putting out a car together, an autonomous electric vehicle, which means that it's going to be a self-driving electric car. Now, what's going to happen is they're going to release a beta vehicle next year. 2024, they're going to produce 100,000 autonomous electric vehicles. And then it sounds like, it's kind of confusing, but it sounds like by 2027, you'll be able to buy it, but sometime between 2024 and 2027, these cars will be released and they'll be on the road. I don't know if they're gonna have their own, I don't know if like a consumer will buy them or they're gonna be more for businesses or for like Uber or something, but Apple is definitely getting into the car business at this point. The article that I pulled from is from Reuters, and I've actually seen it for the last couple of days, the article floating around, so I thought I decided to run with it, why not? But what do you guys think about Apple getting into the car business? Next up, Samsung has officially released their official trailer video for the Galaxy S21 line of phones. It's very quick and moving and doesn't really show you a lot of physically about the phone. You see little glimpses of it and people typing and things like that, but not a whole hell of a lot to take from it. But remember, January 14th, 7 a.m. Pacific, they'll go live with the launch of that phone and the Galaxy Buds Pro and the Samsung Galaxy SmarTags as well. If you want to watch the full video for the official trailer, I'll link it down below. And speaking of the Samsung Galaxy SmarTags, we've got a brand new leak today. So we talked about the Samsung Galaxy SmarTags, which will allow you to find things easier. We have some more details about them, and there's actually going to be two versions of it. There'll be Samsung Galaxy SmarTags and the Galaxy SmarTags Plus. We don't know officially what more you'll get with the Plus version, but they will come in packs of 2 and 4, the Galaxy SmarTags and SmarTags Plus. And also, they'll come in the colors of black, oatmeal, denim blue, and mint. The SmarTags will automatically connect to all your Galaxy devices. You'll also be able to ring your phone by pressing the button on the SmartTag twice, and you can share your location with family and friends. The Galaxy SmartTag will also bring end-to-end encryption and feature Privacy ID for security. So it sounds like for a 2-pack, it's gonna be about $15 to $20. And then for a 4-pack, you'd probably be about $30, I'd guess at that point, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. But that's what it's looking like for the Samsung Galaxy SmarTags. 2 versions, so that's pretty interesting. We've got tons of Samsung Galaxy S21 news, but before we jump into that, let's talk about this phone, the Galaxy Z Fold 2. If you've been waiting for the One UI 3.0 update, I meant to mention this yesterday because it actually started yesterday, but I forgot to mention it. The One UI 3.0 update is rolling out for the phone now. I, in America, don't have this update, but it is rolling out through the world, so we should get it if you haven't gotten it yet, you should get it in the next few days, weeks, maybe a month, who knows, but it is rolling out, so keep your fingers crossed you'll get it sooner than later. Now let's get into the Galaxy S21 series of phones. We have a lot of photos and things to look at, so let's just dive right in. All right, these first set of photos come from Roland Quand, his tweet says, when you start marketing the included storage to make sure no one notices you left out the expansion option, aka the micro SD card, doesn't seem like it's going to be in the phone. I believe it's in the S21 Ultra, but not the 21 Plus or the 21. He says more marketing collateral from retail for the S21 Plus and the S21 Ultra. The first photo, protect from splashes, raindrops, and dust. It's IP68 rated. That's basically what this means right there. Same as all the other phones that have been released recently for Samsung that are flagship phones. The next one, hyper-fast 5G to download Seasons in seconds. So, again, 5G, it's been out since last year. No delete marathon necessary. This is where they get showing 512 gigabytes of storage, not for all the phones, but for this specific version. And that's a big deal because you probably don't need a micro SD card because of so much storage. It's all in the details. 64 megapixel phone. This will be the S21, S21 Plus version of the phone because of that 64 megapixel camera. The next photo, farewell to far away with new dual zoom lens system, and it shows off that you're going to be able to capture things from far away when you take photos. And then the last photo in this series says light up the night and capture it in vivid color. So it's really promoting the nighttime photo views that you'll be able to take with the Galaxy S21 series of phones. Here's some of the custom colors. First, let's look at the Galaxy S21 Ultra 5G, and we're gonna see, black, and then that, kind of bluish color, dark blue, or Pacific Ocean blue, like apples. You get the brown, which looks actually really nice, a lot better than I thought. I still, number one so far is the blue though, and then we get kind of like a gray, and then we got a shiny silver type color. These are really, really pretty colors. I am digging these colors a lot. They're not very feminine, I don't think. Maybe the last one is, but I don't know. They're cool. They're very cool, awesome looking colors. The next one shows off the S21 Plus colors, and you get red, you get the purple, you get the black, purple, red, you get the Mystic Bronze, you get that silver color, and again, these colors look really nice as well. I still think the S21 Ultra colors do look a little bit better though. I'm gonna show these photos again just because it's been a couple days, but if you get an S21 Ultra and 5G, in some countries, not everywhere, the pre-order gifts will be, as you can see down below, a Galaxy Buds Pro pair of headphones, earphones, and also the Galaxy SmarTags, which will allow you to find things. So you'll get 2 free gifts when you get the Galaxy S21 Ultra 5G. The other one is the S21, S21 Plus, which shows you getting Galaxy Buds Live and Galaxy SmarTags. Again, not everywhere, but should be a fair amount of places. Now let's show these other photos, which probably going to make some people happy. This is going to be our last set of photos we're going to see today. What's in the box? And you see the box itself and the Galaxy S21. You get a quick start guide, USB Type-C cable, and an ejection pin. No headphones, no charging brick with the phone this year at all. Kind of disappointing, so be prepared. Hopefully you have a charger left over from last year's version or whatever, you bought one. And then here's another one just showing off a lighter color for the S21, and you get the same thing. Type-C cable, ejection pin, quick start guide, and then the phone, and that's it. No headphones, and also again, no charging brick. Tomorrow is the big day. Samsung will be announcing the Galaxy S21 series of phones along with the Galaxy Buds Pro and the Galaxy SmartTags. 7 a.m. Pacific tomorrow. You can pretty much watch it anywhere, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, basically almost anywhere. So just look for it and you should be able to find it pretty easily. Let's get into the news. Now, everything today is about the Galaxy S21 series of phones. It's coming from Evan Blass. I'll link everything down below in the description. And it's going to basically go over like the real marketing materials and specs of everything for this phone. So let's jump right into this. Let's start it off with a good laugh. What's in the box? Galaxy S21 Ultra 5G comes packaged with just what you need. A USB Type-C data and charging cable, ejection pin, and a quick start guide. Just another way of being ultra kind to the environment. So as you can see, no headphones, no charger, and I spoke about this yesterday and earlier on in the week as well, but yeah, just kind of funny how they market it to make it seem like it's all for the environment, but it's really to save money. Here's a cool one where it talks about the protection meets style. Get epic protection and complement the S21 Ultra 5G with a range of cases and covers to suit your style, from smart clear view, silicone cover, protective standing cover, and much more. Some even come with an S Pen. So it sounds like, depending upon which case you get, you'll even get an S Pen with the case. All right, here's the official specs. So let's check this out. The S21 Ultra 5G will be on the left, in the middle, S21 Plus, not on the right, all the way S21. So 6.8, 6.7, 6.2. You can see that the Ultra is the only version with a WQHD display. The other ones only have full HD plus displays. They all are dynamic AMOLED 2X and 120 Hz adaptive. A Gorilla Glass Victus, also with the ALS S10 metal frame for all three of these phones, except you're gonna get Glastick rear for the S21. Here's all the megapixels and stuff for the three phones themselves. The big difference is that the S21 Ultra has that 108 megapixel lens, whereas the other two don't, and also the 10 megapixel telephoto versus 64 megapixels on the other two. Front camera, 40 megapixel on the Ultra, 10 megapixel on the other two. Performance, Exynos 2100. Now this is going to be, this marketing material is pulled somewhere from probably the European side, so that's why it says Exynos 2100. If you're in America, Snapdragon 888. Battery, 5000, 4800, and 4000 for the three phones. 25 watt super fast charging across the board, as well as 15 watt fast wireless charging and wireless power share across all phones. It doesn't say anything about 45 watt charging, so it looks like it's not included, I would guess, at this point. Here's the RAM amount. So the Ultra will get 12 gigabytes and 16 gigabytes. The other two only get 8 gigabytes. So you're gonna, if you're a RAM heavy person, you're gonna definitely want to get the Ultra version of the phone. Storage, 128, 256, and 512. The other two only get 128 and 256. If you get the 512 gigabyte Ultra, you're gonna get 16 gigabytes of RAM. That's why it's bolded in on both of those categories. Sound, you get stereo speakers with AKG tuning, Dolby Atmos, again, across the board, IP68 water and dust resistance across the board, Phantom Black, Phantom Violet, and White for the colors for the phone. But you'll also get Phantom Silver for the Ultra, Silver and Black for the Plus, and then Gray, Pink, and Violet for the S21. Connectivity, the same pretty much across the board. The regular S21 doesn't have UWB tracking, and S Pen is only with the S21 Ultra. Weight sizes 228, 202, and 171. So Ultra versus the regular S21, there's a big difference in weight. One thing to know is Samsung will offer extra Galaxy S21 colors to buyers willing to wait a few weeks. So beyond the regular colors like black and silver, if you want one of these other colors in the S21 Plus or the S21 Ultra, like the brown, for instance, on the S21 Ultra, you will have to wait about 4 to 5 weeks before you can get that delivered. That's after the point of the initial delivery for everybody else. So that's pretty much everything. Everything we've been leaking over the last weeks and months for this phone. We pretty much know everything about it. Now it's just a matter of getting it in our hands and seeing what we actually think about it at that point. Let's get into the tech news. As you know, today was Samsung Galaxy Unpacked 2021 for the Galaxy S21 line of phones, as well as the Galaxy Buds Pro and the Galaxy SmartTags. Now, in this video, I'm not going to rehash everything that they said because you've probably seen it a million places, whether it be on websites, other videos, Twitter, social media, wherever it may be. So I'm going to go through things that are kind of interesting to me and a little bit weird, or things I think you might want to know. So let's jump into it. Let's first talk about the Galaxy S21 series of phones. So pre-orders are starting right this second. I'll link it in the description down below. You can get this for as little as $99 for the S21, as little as $299 for the S21 Plus, or $499 for the S21 Ultra 5G, depending upon if you trade in a phone that's up to $700. As you can see from the headline, micro SD card expansion storage has been removed from all three models. You can't get it on the S21, 21 Plus, or the S21 Ultra. Completely removed from all three models. They do give you the ability to get up to 512 gigabytes of storage, but basically it's either 128 or 256 from there. The 21 Plus and 21 Ultra have some custom colors, but those take 4 to 5 weeks to arrive. If you do trade in your phone, you get up to $200 or $250 of credit, depending upon if you pre-ordered it. But regardless, you can end up getting the Galaxy Buds Pro for free with the pre-order, and then as well as probably another gift from there. But they have some nice little pre-order gifts going on right now. You can purchase an S Pen for the S21 Ultra only. It costs $40. There will also be a S Pen Pro. The difference between the S Pen and the S Pen Pro is the S Pen Pro will bring with it Bluetooth functionality, so it's more in line with the features that you get with the Note phones on here, but still it won't fit inside the phone. It is larger than the regular S Pen that comes with the S21 Ultra if you purchase it separately, and also the S Pen Pro won't be out for another few months. $29.99 a piece. But if you pre-order the Galaxy S21 Ultra, at the very least, I know it does come for free without you even having to add it to your cart. You'll get it automatically for free. It should come with the S21 and 21 Plus as well if you pre-order those phones. And it works just like you would think it would. You can beep it with your phone. You can also find it on a map and it will communicate with other Galaxy phones. So if you left it in a park or something and there was Galaxy phones near it, it'll actually pinpoint it to those Galaxy phones that aren't connected to it directly, and it will put it on a map so you can find it, again, even if you're pretty far away from the tag itself. Next up, the Galaxy Buds Pro. They do come in 3 colors, as you can see right here. The cost for them, $199.99, or you can trade in your old pair of headphones and get $30 off, or up to $30 off, to drop that price down to $170. So these do have active noise cancellation to block out the sound, and they have levels of noise cancellation. You can turn it high if you're on a noisy bus, or low if you're in a quiet library, and that doesn't mean you have to change the volume when you do that. It has voice detect, which instantly switches from active noise cancellation to ambient sound when it hears your voice. So if you're ordering a coffee or answering a call, ANC, active noise cancellation, will automatically turn off when you speak, allowing you to hear your surroundings. They are two-way speakers, meaning they have an 11mm woofer for full bass and a 6.5mm tweeter with low distortion for silky, treble, clean sound, and a wide sound stage. So everything's up for pre-order right now. If you want to pre-order any of that stuff, the Galaxy Buds Pro will ship January 15th. The phones, aka the 21, 21 Plus, and 21 Ultra, and the SmarTags will ship on January 29th, or probably a few days before that, but everything's available right now, and the phone's looking great. I mean, it looks like they really put a lot of emphasis into the camera. They added new features within the camera. You can now use Snapchat and I believe Instagram to even use some of those filters that are on your Samsung phone on those apps directly, so you don't have to switch between the two. Performance is much better. I mean, you get S Pen support. It looks like a great phone all the way around. We have 2 stories today, kind of a slow news day today just because there was so much news leading up to today, because yesterday was the big announcement for the Galaxy S21 series of phones, the headphones, and also the Galaxy SmartTags, and then everything else, not so much. There were stories about potentially LG closing down their mobile division, but that seems incorrect. There's a story with Xiaomi and them being owned by, and controlled by the Chinese government, but they're denying that. But I don't know, that's kind of what's going on right now. But let's talk about the 2 stories that I have. The first one about the Galaxy S21 series of phones. And it's going to be that those phones are going to be able to unlock your car with a digital key. Now, as you can see from the headline, Samsung Galaxy S21 series will soon double as a key for your Ford, your Audi, or your BMW. So with those cars right there, with the S21 Plus and the S21 Ultra, since those have UWB ultra wideband, they'll be able to unlock the car from a little bit of a distance away. Not like extremely far away, but pretty far away. And with the S21, you'll have to use the NFC and you'll kind of have to tap the handle on your car in order to unlock it. I also believe this is going to go down in terms of the generations of devices all the way down to the S10. S10 would use NFC, since I don't believe that has ultra wideband in it. So S10, S20, Note 20, Note 10, all those phones would have the digital key experience as well, but you'd have to use NFC. You'd have to tap your phone against it in order for it to work. Whereas the 21 Plus and the 21 Ultra would basically, be completely non-touch, but it would have to get fairly good distance to your car in order to unlock it. The last story of the day has to do with Samsung Pay and the new S21 series of phones. If you know what MST is a little chip in the phone that allows you to use Samsung Pay, so that when you go to basically almost any terminal, except a terminal where you would actually, like a gas station where you have to insert your card into it fully, that wouldn't work with MST. But anything else, like you go to a store, a convenience store, a grocery store, a clothing store, you put your phone up, even if they don't accept digital payments, you could put your phone where the swiping terminal is and use that to use MST in your phone, and Samsung Pay would work. which is an amazing technology. Now, they have taken it out of their recent smartwatches. It was in the beginning of their smartwatches. Now they've since removed that, and it's been in the phones for a really, really long time as well. S21 series of phones, S21, S21 Plus, and S21 Ultra, have removed MST, so you cannot use swiping terminals anymore with Samsung Pay. Here's a little tweet from Ishan Argawa who says, Samsung Galaxy S21, S21 Plus, and S21 Ultra India variants do have the MST chip for Samsung Pay. It seems like the US models don't. So some big news coming out of there. It might not be everywhere, but at least in America, and I would assume other places as well, MST officially gone from Samsung phones. Let's get into the tech news. First story of the day is about the updates, at least the length of updates, when you can expect how long they're going to last into the future for the Galaxy S21 series of phones. Let's talk about it. So generally, phones now are guaranteed about 3 years worth of updates. What's that lead us into? Which year? So here's the breakdown of it. So the Galaxy S21 series of phones should get Android 12, Android 13, and Android 14, leading you into just like system updates up into January of 2024 at the very least. January 2024, it should get all those Android updates. Now, what about the security updates? Security updates should last until about 2025. Early 2025 is when those updates should cease to happen on this phone. Now, I'm pulling all this information in the article because I wrote a nice little article from Galaxy Club. I'll link it down below if you want to check that out. The reason I bring this up is because some people keep their phones for a really, really long time. You might be interested in, how long is that phone going to get updates and be secure? That's pretty much how secure it'll be up until about 2025, but system updates, again, 2024. Last two stories are pretty much the same, but for the different phones. And I've been talking about little bits and pieces of all the things that have been missing for the Galaxy S21 Ultra, and not so much the 21 and the 21 Plus. I'm gonna cover all three phones today and talk about things that they have maybe less than the previous generation. Before I jump into it, I still believe the 21, 21 Plus, and 21 Ultra are very nice phones, especially the 21 Ultra. It's basically seemingly the most perfect phone ever for the most part, so let's talk about it. So with the S21 Ultra, I've covered some of this stuff before, but we'll talk about it real quick here in a list. You're losing your micro SD card slot for expandable storage. You're losing MST wireless payment in some parts of the world, which allow you to use Samsung Pay on a swiping terminal. You'll still have Samsung Pay, but you have to use NFC built into it now. Also, slower charging, 25 watt on the 21 Ultra versus 45 watt that was on the S20 Ultra, so a little bit slower charging, but generally they were very similar in speeds overall, so not a huge difference. Smaller display, 6.8 versus 6.9. Again, not a huge difference, but it is something to take hold of. No charger or headphones included in the box with the S21 Ultra. Last year, the S20 Ultra definitely came with a charger, and if I remember correctly, it also came with wired USB-C headphones. And that's pretty much it for the things missing on the 21 Ultra. What about the 21 and the 21 Plus? So the 21 and 21 Plus only have maxed out 1080p displays. Now they do run 120 Hertz if you want them to, but the max resolution is 1080p. We've seen 2K Plus, the aka WQHD Plus, previous years. You cannot get that. Next up, no expandable storage, aka no micro SD card slot on these phones, so you're gonna have to buy, if you want more storage, you're gonna have to buy the larger version of the phone. What about less RAM? There's now less RAM on the phone. You only get 8 gigabytes of RAM across the board for these Galaxy S21 and 21 Plus versions. Last year they had 12 gigabytes of RAM, so they lowered that. The regular S21 has a plastic back, so if you hate plastic, you're gonna have that. To me, not a big deal. I don't mind plastic at all, but you're gonna have a case on it anyway, which is also made of plastic most likely. S21 Plus loses a camera versus the S20 Plus. Again, not a huge deal, but it has one less camera. MST again is gone, which allows you to do Samsung Pay on swiping terminals. No charger or wired headphones inside of the box with the Galaxy S21, S21 Plus. We only have one story today. It's a really slow news story today, but it's about the Galaxy S20 Ultra versus the Galaxy S21 Ultra. The camera, AKA the 100x zoom, as you know or didn't know, the 20 Ultra and the 21 Ultra can all zoom in at 100x into any object. It could be the sun, I don't know why you'd want to do the sun, but the moon, whatever you want, from 100x zoom. And it was a really cool feature from the Galaxy S20 Ultra. And I'm really actually glad that they brought it back to the S21 Ultra, because the Note 20 Ultra had 50x and they got the 100x back again. And the 100x is so much more improved. It's crazy. Let's check out this comparison shot. Now, this tweet comes from Ice Universe, who shows off, it says S20 Ultra versus S21 Ultra, 100x. And when we take a closer look at this photo, you can see on the left, you get the S20 Ultra. And I mean, for the most part, you can see that it's a circle, that it's a phone. And then over to the right, you can see the same thing, but you can actually read the writing. Like, the improvements on this are so good. I'm really excited to put this into action to see how much better it is, even, you know, more so in other cases, maybe of people and other things. But this is a great shot to show. It's not exciting because it's just an image of a phone and, you know, a circle, but just to be able to see how much clearer it is really telltale signs that they've improved this massively. And it's an awesome thing to get this, because if you're a person that upgrades your phone all the time, then you want something better, and this is visible evidence that it's that much better. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. New videos every single day. My question out to you guys is, if you get the S21 Ultra, what is the first thing at 100x that you're gonna test out or take a photo of that you want to see? For me, it would probably be, there's some mountains near me in San Diego, so I'll probably take a picture of that. Maybe some people from far away to see how well I can see them. That will probably be some of my first photos that I take 100x. Oh, also the moon. I mean, why not, right? You got to take the moon. Let me know what you guys are gonna do. We'll see you guys down the road.